Hi, my name's Derek, and that's Jay. Welcome to Bird's Eye View Media.
We should get name tags.
Yeah, we really should, because we forget to introduce ourselves. So today we're doing an actor comparison, and we are looking at Sacha Baron Cohen versus Adam Sandler. So if you haven't seen an actor comparison before, we're going to break down their filmography into separate categories by genre and designate a winner for each category. So starting right off is the big category for both of them, and that's going to be comedy. Sacha Baron Cohen has The Brothers Grimsby, The Dictator, Bruno, Borat, for which he was nominated for a Golden Globe, and Da Ali G Show. Adam Sandler has a pretty long lineup: Grown Ups, Click, The Longest Yard, Anger Management, Mr. Deeds, 8 Crazy Nights, Big Daddy, Waterboy, The Wedding Singer, Little Nicky, Happy Gilmore, and Billy Madison. So Adam Sandler has been in the comedy circuit forever, but his consistency sucks. He is all over the place. What are your thoughts on these lists?
First off, how can you say that? We just talked about Samuel L. Jackson deserving an Oscar, and he's inconsistent. So
Right.
Shut the fuck up.
Okay.
And second of all, how can you even begin to compare? Of Sacha Baron Cohen's movies, the only one in that list I could say I like was The Brothers Grimsby.
What about Borat?
And that wasn't even great. It wasn't.
What
even
about
great.
Borat?
Are you fucking kidding me?
Borat was nominated at a prestigious awards show for his portrayal of
In
Borat.
a time that was nominated, and I can't understand why. And first of all, it's a Golden Globe. You know what that fucking means?
Much more than nothing.
Means fucking nothing.
All right, so
Nobody goes, oh, that's a great actor. You know he's got 4 Golden Globes.
here's a point I want to make. Here's an important point I want to make, okay? I agree that The Dictator, Bruno, and the Ali G Show are not up to the quality of Brothers Grimsby and Borat. However, Adam Sandler's list, Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore, that's it. Maybe Grown Ups are really the only movies that are anything significant.
Factor. Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore, The Wedding Singer, Waterboy,
Right.
Big Daddy, 8 Crazy Nights, and I'll cut it. And Anger Management, I'd go so far to say, all of those movies are classics. They are classics with people that continue to rewatch them. Borat, not timeless. Bruno, not timeless. Brothers Grimsby, only acceptable because it's not that fucking old.
I think you have the timeless argument, no doubt, with Happy Gilmore and Billy Madison. Anything past that, it's very hit or miss.
What are you talking about? Wedding Singer is fucking fan favorite.
Wedding Singer has some good reception. Little Nicky, that movie sucks.
Nicky.
Okay, just making sure.
No.
Mr. Deeds.
That,
Deeds is on TV a lot. That doesn't mean it's a classic. It just means networks have the rights to it.
I'll give you, of those, Mr. Deeds would probably be the one you cut.
Yeah, okay. So without nitpicking too much, here's my counterpoint, and then we'll see where we end up, okay? My counterpoint is that Adam Sandler's performances are all universally similar to one another.
There are varying levels of retard in those movies.
In each movie, he is essentially playing a version of himself. Billy Madison, he's very immature. Happy Gilmore, he's very immature. Little Nicky, he tries to portray a character, but it's terrible, and it's really annoying, okay? Waterboy, very similar to Little Nicky. He's an annoying character, and it's not particularly funny. Mr. Deeds, that's Adam Sandler again. 50 First Dates, Adam Sandler. Same guy. Anger Management, same guy, okay?
I would say Anger Management using some of the same tools as some of the other movies, but it is portraying a different character.
I think
when you get into Wedding Singer and
the types of comedy he is showing
but that's what I'm
is
saying,
the same.
It's
Big yelling
Daddy,
and immature.
He yells, but it's not so much. There's a lot of character growth in Big Daddy. And
there
with
is,
Wedding Singer.
But again,
and it's
the way he portrays it, it is very it's the same type of comedy.
Stick with what fucking works.
Yeah, and he has. He absolutely did stick with what worked up until he came out with Jack and Jill, which is where he became one of the worst actors ever. Sacha Baron Cohen with Borat, The Dictator, Bruno, The Ollie G Show. Those are characters that are radically different from each other. Adam Sandler has not and cannot do that. Borat is a very different character than The Dictator. Bruno is a radically different character. They're very different. They're very eccentric and they're very funny. Well, arguably very funny, but they're very different. And he's showing range in his comedy.
His characters are all pretty much quirky, oblivious, eccentric people.
You're right. They do all lean on an eccentric direction. But his type of comedy comes from the total person he's portraying. Adam Sandler's comedy comes from him exploding in select moments of the plot.
I can't stand those fucking movies. I can't back you on this. I
well,
can't take this journey with
honestly,
you. You're going it alone.
Honestly, I'm not going to force us to be split. I'll let Adam Sandler win comedy because even though I think Sacha Baron Cohen has the ability, he doesn't have the extensive filmography that Adam Sandler has. Adam Sandler has so many comedies that have all been arguably successful.
And the thing is like you're looking at like Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore. Those have been staples in society for over 20 years.
And those two movies alone, I think his list would probably be stronger if it was just those couple movies. But I just want to say I reluctantly agree that Adam Sandler wins comedy. It's drama. And there's only two categories because honestly, they stick to very specific.
They're one-trick ponies for the most part.
Well, so for drama, Sacha Baron Cohen has Sweeney Todd, the Demon Barber of Fleet Street. The Demon Barbie of Fleet Street. That would be cooler.
Might be a better movie.
Hugo, Les Mis, and Alice Through the Looking Glass. Adam Sandler, for drama, has Punch Drunk Love, which he got a Golden Globe nomination for. Funny People, Men, Women, and Children, and Reign Over Me. So, drama, both of these guys surprisingly can do drama. Mm-hmm. In fact, I thought Sacha Baron Cohen in Hugo was an excellent character. He was my favorite character in that movie.
Though, I will say a knock on that character is that character is very much a tamer version of his comedy characters. Very eccentric, very quirky.
I saw the quirk, but I don't see the comedy aspect in it.
I'm not I'm saying it's based off that character.
Okay,
like the mannerisms and stuff.
And you could make that argument for Alice Through the Looking Glass as well. However, in Les Mis, I don't see that. I don't see that at all. At Les Mis, he's playing the abusive adoptive parent of that. I can't remember her name, but that small girl, the Castle on the Cloud girl, the very sad one. And Sweeney Todd, again, he's a very good character actor, especially in movies that are very fantastical. Adam Sandler, I really like Funny People. I think Funny People is underrated. Adam Sandler made me hate him less when he did that movie because it's not a comedy. It's about a comedian who thinks spoiler alert, who thinks he has cancer. Right? And it's just intriguing to see him go through the life of a comedian who's kind of over the hill and trying to get back into it. And he did a great job with that, probably because that's real for him. But he did a good job. So what are you thinking for drama?
I mean, I'm gonna still lean towards Adam Sandler, and that's because of Reign Over Me. I mean, Funny People's great. Punch Drunk Love, I really don't know how I feel about that movie. It's chaotic and quirky, and you want to say that hurts the film, but at the same point it kind of makes the film, and it's just it's a mess in trying to sort your feelings on that movie.
Yeah.
But Reign Over Me, I mean, it's a touching story about a man whose entire life he has gone through college, married, got kids, achieved great success, and in September 11th, he loses his wife and his kids, and it just spirals his whole life away into this dark, recluse, isolated person who searches out his old best friend from college, looking for an answer and a way to break this bubble, but not knowing even how to communicate what's going on with him.
Yeah. Well, his characters are they're very different types of portrayals than Sacha Baron Cohen. Sacha Baron Cohen is very fantastical. Everything is exaggerated.
And that's what impressed me, what ran over me, is so many of Adam Sandler's characters are loud and boisterous. Funny People
is along that line, too.
But he took it to a new level where it was his body language, it was his silence, it was his little tics.
Okay, so I think I'll kind of agree with you, because another point, and this is a point I always like to use because it's important, is Sacha Baron Cohen, other than Borat, Bruno, The Dictator, is not carrying films on his own. Well, Adam Sandler, he's like a co-lead there. Adam Sandler is carrying the majority of every movie he's in. Almost every movie. So at the end of the day, you have to lean towards him just on that, because his screen time in one movie is greater than Sacha Baron Cohen's in the majority of these dramas. Les Mis, he's in probably 3 scenes in the entire movie. So I'll agree, it's going to have to go to Adam Sandler. So the final point that I want to discuss is, do Adam Sandler's immense, terrible movies detract from his overall acting ability? So, for example, Jack and Jill, one of the worst rated movies in recent history. That's My Boy. Pixels lost millions of dollars. The Do-Over and The Ridiculous Six have all, critically and mostly financially, failed. So do these mistakes and missteps give Sacha Baron Cohen a chance to be a better actor?
No, because first and foremost, I believe almost every comedy you listed under Sacha Baron Cohen should be listed as terrible.
But they all made profits, mostly.
Every squirrel finds a nut.
And Bruno was nominated, or I'm sorry, Borat was nominated, so you can't even say that they failed.
It's still... Oh. Well, my point... I digress. I will say, That's My Boy was an overall funny movie.
Oh my
the scores
God.
Great. My biggest problem is...
You are clearly an Adam Sandler fan.
My problem...
Jesus.
My problem was that they chose Andy Samberg for that movie, because I can't stand that
movie. He's the one you can't stand with Adam Sandler and Andy Samberg. Adam Sandler's the one you can't stand. Andy's the one you can't stand.
How can you not appreciate... Vanilla Ice laying on his back going, hey guys, look, I'm a water fountain. He's just peeing all over himself.
So the ultimate verdict is going to be Adam Sandler wins. Which I'm not happy about. And I wish that you guys picked a different comedian who could have destroyed him. But it probably would have ended up being Will Ferrell. And then I wouldn't have liked either one.
Your boy!
So Adam Sandler wins. Let us know about your comments. Do you agree with the points that we made? Do you have suggestions for future matchups? Please consider subscribing. Big Daddy is not that good. Mr. Deeds is not that good either.
Let me finish my fucking point, goddammit, or I'll smack the shit out of you.